Hello, good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the Eskimos life. Okay, the life of the Eskimos we are going to read. So, as you know that they are living in a very cold area. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the group life, hunting and fishing, food and shelter of the Eskimo life. Okay, so Eskimos live in fairly small groups. There are villages of about 500 people in the northern Alaska. So they live in small groups. Okay, they live in small groups. 500 people. Eastern groups move from the place to place throughout the year, following a fairly fixed order of the seasonal activity. In the different seasons, they have different work. They do the different type of work, activity. They spend the winter near the coast. So, in the coastal area, they live in the winter season. Okay. The winter, the coastal area hunting for the seals and fishing. In summer, they move inland to hunt caribou and gather berries. So, in the summer season, they move inland from the coastal to move inland. They gather the berry, okay, and hunt the caribou. You know, caribou is an animal. So, this is the animal caribou. Okay, so they hunt it. They cross snow and ice and on the sledge, okay, which is pulled by the dogs, and they travel on the water with the open boats called Umikais. UMIAKS. The open boats of the Eskimos are called as Umikais. Okay, close cooperation is important for the Eskimo life because group members would work together in the activities such as hunting. So a single man cannot hunt. So for hunting purpose, they need a group life. Okay. For example, in eastern groups, 10 or 12 hunters would be needed to harpoon the seal at their breathing holes in the winter of the ice. Okay, sea ice. So for the seal hunting, 10 to 12 people are needed. Like that, much larger groups over 100 people would work together to hunt a caribou. For hunting a caribou, they need 100 people, at least 100 people. So that's why they live in a, a group life. Okay. Then hunting and fishing. Hunting and fishing, they depend on hunting and fishing. Eskimos are highly skilled at this activity. For fishing and hunting, they are very skilled people. Okay. Caribou hunting is essential for nearly all Eskimo group. Caribous are hunted in the inland during the summer. I told you in the winter they live in the coastal area. In the summer they move inland for the hunting purpose and fishing purpose. Okay. Summer and early autumn. In some places, caribou are driven by rows of people. So, gather of people, a group of people, they drive them. Okay, drive the caribou, and they come to such a close place where there is a narrow place. At that place, the caribou will be killed or hunted. Okay. To the caribou, the stones look like sometimes what they do, they put the stones in a long distance. So the caribou think that those stones are just like man. Okay, so it divert its route and come to such a closer place or a narrow place. The caribou would turn away from the lines and of the stones and be caught and killed. Okay, for some groups, fishing is an important hunting. So some people they hunting, fishing. Some people they do the fishing. Fishes are netted in the deep mud water through the holes in the ice. So in the ice, a deep hole, into the deep hole, the fish will be there. They are spread in shallow, clear water at their waist, low dams and stones placed across the stream. So when the stream flows there, what happens? Gradually, they put the nets and the dams, some stones they place it in the near the streams, across the streams. Fishes are chased into the air by the people wading in the stream and caught by the skilled hunters. Okay, they make a sound in the water so that the fish flow towards the net. Eskimos also are bearless bones hooks to sort the. You might have seen the hooks of the hooks of the fishing rod, like that they also use. Seals are harpooned from the edge of the ice floe from kakayas. Kakayas are the small canoe boats, what they use. Okay, then come to food. What is the food of these Eskimo people? Meat, fat, fish. These are the important part of Eskimo food. Vegetables are scarce food, is not wasted. Okay, but as the Eskimo depend on hunting and fishing, hunger and even the starvation are common. So mostly they depend on hunting and fishing. So sometimes they have to starve also, because if the food is not sufficient, food is not available, they have to starve. Starvation. Meat and fish caught in the summer are stored in the shallow pit. As we are cultivating, and the food grains we store it for the years. So like that, this meat, fish, they store in the holes. So permafrost is there, outer line, they dig the holes like this, and they put the meat and other things here and keep the big stones there. Otherwise, the animals will come like a fox and other animals which eat the meat and fish. They will take it. They will eat it. That's why these pits are dug down the permafrost and covered with the piles of stones to keep away from the hungry animals. So to protect it from the animals, okay, to save it from the animals, they keep the big stones here. Okay. Wood for burning, fires for roasting or baking is scarce in most of the Eskimo area. Meat and fish are often eaten raw. So most of the time they eat raw food only. Okay. Raw meat or fish are frozen and cut into thin stripes which are dipped in bale or seal oil. Okay, they slightly cut it, the pieces of meat and fish, and they dip it in the oil of the seal or whale. Okay, some meat, especially meat from the large sea mammal, is eaten in a partly decayed state. So sea mammals, when they find the sea mammals, even it is a decayed, if it is some portion is spoiled, they eat it. The tough meat becomes tender and easy to digest. If food is cooked, it is almost always boiled using the heat from the lamp. So cooked means they won't use any spice and other things. They boil it, okay, with the oil lamp. Then what is the shelter of these people? How they live? Eskimos, the Eskimo word igloo means shelter. Igloo. You might have read in the lower classes, the houses of the Eskimos are called as igloo. It can refer to any kind of house, not really the dome-shaped snow house that may people associate with the word. Igloo means we will think that, yes, we think that this is called as igloo. But actually, shelter. Igloo means in Eskimo word, it is a shelter. Okay. Not really the dome shaped, it is a dome shaped one. Okay. In the summer, most Eskimos live in the tent. They make the tent and in the summer season, they live inside it. Made of animal skin. In Western Alaska, a very large winter tents are made by placing the heavy walrus skins. Walrus is an animal. Okay, from the skin of that animal, they make the tent there. On the northern east of Alaska, dome-shaped houses are built of logs and so this is the ice. We think that igloo means only ice made. No, sometimes they make the houses made of wood and wall reefs. The dome is raised over the depression in the ground and is covered with the frozen turf. Okay, so they cover it with a frozen turf. In Greenland, houses are built of stone slabs. So, like these stone slabs, they make it. Made of stone slabs. Okay, you can find this type of houses in Greenland. Snow houses are used only in the eastern and the central region. So, in Alaska, eastern side and central side, we can see these snow houses. They are made from the block of packed snow, not ice. Snow is different, ice is different. Built into a dome. So they make this type of dome made of packed snow. Larger snow houses are used as winter residences. So large stone houses, large snow houses, when they built it, they use for the winter season. Winter residence. Long tunnel entrance provide a storage space, larger homes. So storage space is also found there inside it. Okay. Large homes. The entrance tunnel opens into the house below the floor level. So entrance will be a tunnel. Through the tunnel, they get into the house. The entrance tunnel opens into the house below the floor level. Some people on tundra live throughout the year in the permanent house built with wood and brick. So they also built the wood and brick houses also. Nowadays, we can find this in tundra region, and these are the permanent houses. Okay. In rear half of the house, and on the both side of the door, there are snow benches. So as we have different benches are there. Okay. So suppose this is a floor. On the floor, there will be benches. Like these benches. Just high from the level, ground level. There are snow benches about 1 meter height. So from the floor, it will be 1 meter height. The rear bench is covered with the animal skin and it's used for sleeping. So they cover it with the animal skin and that bench is used for a sleeping purpose. The side benches support the rack of the dyeing cloth. So for dyeing the cloth, they use it. Food supplies, seal oil lamp that provide the light and heat. So they burn the seal oil. The seal oil give them a light and heat inside their houses. Sometimes two large snow houses are joined. So two houses, this type of two houses can be joined with a tunnel. Okay. Joined together by tunnels. Some snow houses are lined with the seal skin that are sewed together and suspended from the top of the dome. So they cover with the seal skin also. Okay, so what is their clothing? So regarding the clothing, if you are going for the clothing, what is the clothing of Eskimo? As you know that this is a very cold area, the Eskimos wear boots called mukluks. Their boots are called as mukluks. The boots of the Eskimos. Trousers and hooked jackets called parkas. So whatever the jacket they have, the jackets are called as their jackets are called as parkas. Parkas. Okay, parkas. All made of animal skin only. The boot, the cloth, everything is made of skin only. Animal skin. There are different differences in the details of the clothing for men and women. The men parkas has long flaps in the front and behind. So as we have men cloth and women cloth are different. Clothing style is different. Like that, their jackets are also different in polar region or Eskimos dress. The men's parkas has a long flap in front and behind. In winter, the Eskimos wear 2 layers of clothing. As the winter is too cold there, they wear the 2 dresses. Okay, 2-layer clothing. Caribou fawn skin is prepared in winter because it is soft and warm. So caribou, I showed you this animal's skin is used for the dress purpose also. Coastal groups of people, those who are living in the coastal areas of tundra, prefer seal skin in late spring and summer. It has the advantage of being waterproof. Seal skin is waterproof. Okay, because the seal lives in this water. That's why when the water falls there, it doesn't stay. But it has the disadvantage of very stiff. So what is the disadvantage of it? The seal skin is becomes stiff. Okay, hardened. Clothing is often embroidered and has decorative fingers also. So they make decorations with the cloths also. Cutouts of different colored animal skin are pieced together to form a pattern of parkas. So in the parkas or in the jackets, they use the different colors of skin. The Eskimos decorate tools and objects of everyday use. Such a decoration makes people possessions very personal. So they, for the personal use, for everything they make decorations. Okay. Bone, ivory, then wood, and the soft stone called soapstone stone are used in the small figures of people and animal as well as weapons and tools. So they make different types of figures and they decorate it with the different type of stones and the bone, wood. Okay, like this. Tools are carefully carved to fit the hand of the user. So whatever the tools they use it for catching it tightly, they carved it properly. In the Pacific and war western areas, the masks are made of carved wood, painted and decorated with the feathers and animal skin. So they use the masks also. These masks are made of animal skin and feathers. So today we discussed about the group life, hunting and fishing life. What is their food, shelter and clothing. In the next class we are going to the religious recreation and what is the contact, how they have been connected with the modern world. We will discuss it. Okay, I think you have understood it properly. Wherever you have any doubt, you can call me. I will rectify, I will clarify your doubts. Okay, thank you.